Welcome to the June 5th, 2020 video version of the Wagner Daily. My name is Rick Petticelli, and as usual, once a week, this video replaces the written commentary portion of our report. Hopefully it serves as a nice change of pace and offers some insight as to how we set up our charts, what indicators we use, and what time frames. We are first going to run through the price action of the NASDAQ composite. Then we'll get into some open positions in the model portfolio. And then finally, we'll cover some setups that we're looking at over the next few days. So let's dive right into the charts. First up is the NASDAQ composite, which closed about 2%, 2.5% off the all-time high. Volume was very heavy today. And because the NASDAQ was down 0.7%, it counts as a distribution day, as there was obvious stalling action above the prior day's high, and then a close in the bottom half of the day's range on a substantial pickup in volume. So with this type of close, if the price opens lower on Friday, then we could see a test of Thursday's low right off the bat, and if that low is unable to hold, then we could see further selling to the rising 10 or even possibly a pullback to the 20-day EMA. As all our subscribers know, I'm not big on predictions. We're in a strong uptrend right now. Could we see short-term weakness? Yes, but that's been the case for the past several weeks. Is there a reason to exit all your long positions with panic sells? No. All right, so on to open positions in the model portfolio. We have TTD, which recently broke out above range highs on big volume. Note that there was a new high in the RS line as well. And there is a lighter volume pullback on Thursday, which is pulling back into the 20 EMA on the hourly. So we like to see support hold up around this 330 to 337 area. CHGG closed below the 20-day EMA, though volume was not very heavy. We'll just have to see if it can hold above this reversal candle low, which is extremely important. If it can stay above this low, maybe chop around in this 57, 58 area, give it some time to bottom out, then we look for a break of the downtrend line to resume the uptrend. SQ, another lighter volume pullback like TTD. We're in from around 84. And that is also an undercut of the 20 EMA on the hourly, so we'll look for the price action to reclaim the 20-day EMA tomorrow and hold above 86. TWLO broke down below the 10-day EMA, but 20 EMA is just below, so if the price pulls back into this area, that's not too bad. If it were to break the 20-day EMA, though, that would be a negative sign. FSLY, we sold partial size via intraday alert due to 2 days of stalling in a row. But overall, we still love the stock and believe that as long as it holds above the 20-day EMA, it's in good shape. Tesla, which we're long from 801, sold off on a slight pickup in volume, still well below average, and looks like it may have to undercut the low of this gap up day, which as long as it holds above the 9 MA may not be too bad. Overall, it's still looking pretty constructive. Netflix, we're long from around 420, and this wasn't a purchase where we expected the stock to move out right away. It was a smaller starter position. We're looking for the reversal candle below the 50 MA to hold. Amazon stalled once again at this 2,500 area as it did 2 weeks ago. And we're in from around 2460. So it's just about break even right here for us. We'll continue to hold as long as Amazon remains above the 20-day EMA on a closing basis. Our stop is below this reversal candle here on 527. But as long as Amazon stays above the 20-day EMA, it will continue to tighten up on the daily chart. And last up is GLD. We're not long GLD. We're officially long the call from 162 call from September 18. It did recover off the 50 MA, but stalled at the 20. And we're looking for the price to hold above the 6.3 low. If it can't, then we'll put in another lower low. So that will be one higher low, a second higher low, and two lower lows. And that would signal a trend reversal. Going into Thursday's session, many stocks on our watch list had already triggered long positions and were a bit extended. There were a few names out there, but over the past 2 weeks, most stocks that have been in a tight range have moved out. So there isn't a lot on my watch list that is actionable, but let's go over a few names that are holding up right now that could be in play as early as tomorrow if the market is able to shake off yesterday's selling. LVGO, LVGO, pretty explosive move off the 50 MA, trading in a fairly tight range given that it was, we see about a 200% move off the lows and only a 25% retrace. Not bad. I don't know that it'll be ready to go tomorrow over the 2-bar high, but if it could chop around for a day or two more and tighten up, or even all of next week, then look for a move out the following week. PTON, a little bit of a bull flag type move here. You have a quick 20-something% move and then 2 days sideways. Look for immediate follow through. There's also ZS. Look for the price action to hold up around this area, around 100. And then another entry on a break of this trend line, or maybe you want to draw it like this. Those could be interesting shorter term plays. Also monitoring ZM for a potential flag pattern here, looking for the price to hold above 200 while it continues to chop around in a tight range for 1 to 3 more days. On these bull flag patterns, I like the price action to move out fairly quick, and if it doesn't, then it's taking too long. Same thing goes for CrowdStrike, which if it can chop around here for a day or two, could potentially be in play. And the last chart of the night is GSX. And what we like here is a stop hunt beneath the prior low, and then just a very strong reversal back up. It could get interesting if the price action chops around for a few days and tightens up. The next move out from here. So look for a few days of chop with the 5 MA or the 9-day MA catching up to the price action. That's a wrap for tonight's video. If you'd like to learn more about our style of trading, you can head on over to our blog at morpheustrading.com/blog. Thank you for joining me and have a great weekend.